Okay, we are live. So I'm just going to make sure that I am on the speaker view here and everyone can see me okay. You can hear me okay, which is awesome. So I'm excited that you guys are here. I'm excited to be here. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Southern California. Way to go. So I'm really happy that you guys are here. I've got lots of notes for you. I've got my Angels in Your Biz cards. If you have them with you, great. If you don't have them yet, that's okay. You know, they'll get to you when they get to you. It's all perfect timing. So yeah, I'm excited. I want to just, first and foremost, acknowledge you guys for being here today. You're exactly where you need to be. And of course, because, you got the angel cards means that you're like, oh, I'm ready to open up my intuition more. So honestly, it doesn't matter whether you're live with me right now or you're watching the replay, but there's some part of you that really believes that I can help you with unlocking your intuition to really grow your business. And I'm excited for you. So this video training is completely for you guys. It's going to be interactive. So, ask me questions. If there's something that I'm saying that doesn't make sense, please, let me know right away so I can pause. But the purpose of this video training is really just to say, this is the card deck. Let's get familiar with it. How can I use it every day? How can I use it with my clients? And how can I really use it to grow my intuition and get further in my business? So let me hear from you guys. So is that accurate that you guys are here because you believe that there's something that I can help you with unlocking your intuition, or you want to use the cards as a tool to really tap into that place within you? And I know if you're on the replay, you won't be able to type in, but just let me know. Hi, Diana. Yes, great, cool. So give me some reasons. Why do you want to unlock your intuition more? And let's just say too as well, I plan on, again, making this interactive. So, I could just read the book inside and I could be done with this training in about 5 or 10 minutes. But I want to be able to give you guys the most. You're here with me live, and I know that this is really valuable training. So I want to be able to take time to answer your questions, but let me know as they come up. So if you'd like to unlock your intuition more, why is that? Why is that? I find when I'm listening to my intuition, things go a lot more smoothly. I want more of that. Take more inspired action. Amen. Ditto. Because I know it's better than my rational mind will ever do. For sure. I would love to unlock my intuition, understand my intuition more so that I can trust myself in business more. Yes. I don't want to just do. I want to be. Yeah. That's why I wanted to also. And full disclosure, I didn't think that I was intuitive. I didn't think I was born with the gift. And for anybody who doesn't know me, I should just kind of stop and introduce myself. I'm Emily from EmilyAarons.com, and I'm an intuitive healer and psychic business coach. But what I really do is I help remove your energetic blocks so that you can actually manifest your biggest dreams and desires. That's it in a nutshell. I love what I do. I've been an energy healer for 20 years. Professionally, I've been doing spiritual work and energy work my entire life. This is my life's mission, and I'm here to help more entrepreneurs like yourselves to really tap into their intuitive abilities from any level. It doesn't matter where you're at on your business journey or your intuition growing journey. I am here to help all levels. I use my intuition daily. The more, the better. Awesome. I want to learn how to trust my intuition, ready to explore my potential and where it takes me. I first learned what a great tool for life it was when I was a deputy sheriff. Cool. Love that. So are there any obstacles in your way? Because again, this is for you. So I want to be able to speak directly to you. And especially since you're here live with me, you've taken this time out of your morning to be here. So what obstacles are in your way? Because I know what's blocked me, but I don't know what's blocked you from unlocking your intuition. Let's kind of go there really quickly. As you guys answer, I will give you my answer, which is what had blocked me was my own self-doubt. I didn't know if it was my intuition or it was just my head. I couldn't tell the difference. I would what's the word? I would not give credit. I don't know what the word is. I would not give credit. Dismiss. Thank you, Sarah. I would dismiss. Thank you, Diana. I would dismiss these intuitive hits and be like, oh, that's a coincidence. Or, oh yeah, that's just like my head having a really smart idea. I would dismiss my inner wisdom that was always ever present. You know, I'd always have friends tell me I give great advice. And I was like, oh, did I say that? Like, it's because I was channeling, right? So let's see. I sometimes don't feel very connected. At times I feel like nothing is coming through. I've been channeling for over 25 years. Yep. Block from I always feel like I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. For me, self-doubt. Yep. Ego and judgment from others makes me second guess myself. I think my belief that intuition was not real. Yeah. Not trusting my intuition. Exactly. Yeah. So you guys are all like right here in the right room. So, exactly. So the biggest theme is like, I'm not trusting it, I would say. Is that accurate? Like, I'm not trusting my intuition. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. You doubt yourself. So I have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of different tools to help you unlock your intuition depending on what level you are at. So, you know, if that's something that you're interested in, I can give you some, you know, great resources after the class is over, and you just let me know. Is that something that you guys want me to do, or do you want to just keep it at the class? Because like I could talk about intuition all day, every day. So let's get into it. Yes, I'd love to hear. Okay, cool. And hi, Kelly. We've got a bunch of people on here. This is exciting. Let's get going. So yeah, if you guys want to learn more about intuitive stuff, opening up more, how to trust more, how to tap into specific guidance or angels, or even just like you said, you know, using it in your business so that you don't have to worry so much, be able to trust it and not have to be worried about people think about you. And I also want to say too, is that I've created some really short, like 5-minute videos for everybody for after this is over, so that you can have like some little tangible reminders of how to use the cards every day. And I can send those to you as well. So let's begin. So I actually have my notes here. So this is literally from the Oracle deck booklet. So, but my intention for you guys, I have 3 kind of key takeaways. Key takeaway number 1 is I want you, oh, my guides are reminding me, tell them how long you're going to be here. You're going to be here for like between 30 and 40 minutes. If you have to hop up at any time, that's fine. This is obviously recorded, so you can rewatch it anytime you want to. But if you want to just segment that time in your schedule to really be focused so that there's nothing else going on, that you can really learn about these cards, because that's what you're here for, right? So key takeaways, let's get back. 3 key takeaways are, number 1 is learning how to clear your space and your energy. And the reason why is because if your space and your energy are kind of like muddled and there's all this stuff kind of in it, it's really hard to be a clear channel. So the information that's coming through is kind of being filtered by you and your thoughts and your feelings, also known as the ego. And the ego is not bad. We need our ego to remind us that we are not our ego. We are just beings, right? We're human beings having this, you know, we're having this human experience, but we are these spiritual beings. We're coming from a higher place. So number 2 is learning how to set a clear intention or asking a clear question. As we know, the quality of our life is determined by the questions that we ask. So it's no different when you're talking about your intuition. And my 3rd key takeaway is trust. Don't overthink it. So the whole point of having these oracle cards is that you get out of your head and you get out of overthinking and you start to get into your heart space and learn about trusting your highest inner knowing. And what's really, really fun is when you start to use them more for yourself or even with clients, you'll get these messages that like you intuitively know, and then the card is like the left brain tangible evidence. Okay. So it's really cool. And they get really fun. And I always say that my angels have a sense of humor in that, you know, anytime that I'm giving a message and I pull a card, I'm like, ha, see? Told you so. So they're really fun. It's such a good tool to, you know, really get out of your head into your heart space and find yourself more connected to the work that you're doing as well and how you can help serve your clients. So let's begin. So we have our cards that they come in the mail. Chances are you've already opened them and played with them a little bit, and that's great. So what I also want to do is I'm just going to put my box aside and I'm going to take my cards. So in the book, it says, here's step 1, 2, and 3. Simply put, it says, take a deep breath before you touch the cards and let go of anything no longer serving you, and set the intention to clear any energy off the deck so you can get clear messages today. So if you have your deck, just place it down, and I'm going to teach you how to just clear yourself really quickly, really simplistically. You know, obviously I could go through a detailed clearing. I'm not going to do that for the sake of time, but just setting the intention for your space does wonders. So, excuse me, and I can already start to feel the energy being cleared from all you guys. So high five, thumbs up. So let's just do that really quickly. So close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let it out. And what I like to do is set an intention and set an affirmation. And sometimes I just do this in silence and I hold the space energetically, and sometimes I'll do it out loud. And specifically when I'm with clients, I will do it out loud so that they can be part of it as well. And since you guys are here, it's worth saying out loud. And I call forth the highest, most crystalline, pure white healing light filled with the highest healing vibrations. And I ask for this light to surround this space, sealing it as a sacred healing space and allowing us to receive everything that we require, releasing anything that no longer serves us or from this space be released easily and effortlessly right now, creating a beautiful sacred bubble and allowing this space to be held clear for us and our clients. Thank you, and so be it. And so as I'm saying that, I'm also imagining like this beautiful white bubble encompassing the space, encompassing me, and almost like pushing out and releasing out anything that doesn't serve me. I don't have to name it. I don't have to see it. I'm just imagining it, clearing it all the way out, clearing out the windows, out the doors, out the walls, everything, just clearing it out and holding this beautiful sacred bubble, kind of like Glenda the Good Witch. And so I'm doing that with the space. And at the same time, I'm welcoming my body to get into that alignment as well. So pulling in energy through the top of my head, through my entire body. And again, just that same like opening, clearing feeling, like you're in a bubble of clear, energetic light. Love and pulled. Hi, Emily. Hi, Julie. So any questions on that? Because I know that that can be a lot for some people, or it can be like, oh yeah, I do that, no problems. So again, any level you're at is great. Don't be nervous or feel weird about asking any questions. There's no stupid questions. Again, this call is for you, so you can ask me anything that you want while we are here. Usually people don't get this honor, so we get to take advantage, right? So that would be a quick, just clearing your space and clearing yourself. And then you're setting a clear intention. So my intention is that this space is held as a sacred healing space, and that myself or my clients receive all that they require. Now, again, we're talking about you're looking to use your intuition to learn how to trust more. There's nothing that you can't trust when you affirm and you intend that everything that comes through is specifically for whatever you require or from what your client requires. Would love a checklist for working with clients. Is that a bonus you would consider making for Intro to Intuition for working with cards? A checklist with clients? What do you mean by a checklist? I always consider making extra bonuses for my Intro to Intuition class, Christina. Thank you. Let me know what you mean by a checklist. Do you mean like what I just said? Like for what to do to set up the space when working with clients? So that's something I talk about in my Intro to Intuition class much more deeply, but I have not made an actual checklist. So that's a great idea for, the left brain, like analytical, to see like, did this stuff. I will make note, checklist for clearing. Thank you for that. Okay, so, and again, setting the intention that everyone's going to receive exactly what they require, meaning it doesn't matter if I think it went well. It doesn't matter if I think I channeled really awesome stuff. It doesn't matter if I think that it was great or if it was terrible. Like none of that is actually relevant. It's all about what they require from the session, regardless of our own thoughts. Trying to make sense of as you talk so I can remember what to do. Okay. And you can always rewatch it too, Christina, in the Intro to Intuition class. All right, step 2 in the booklet, it says, take the cards and shuffle them while asking a specific question for yourself or others. So this would be here. So what I like to do, if I'm working for myself, I'm using the cards for myself, I would maybe hold them to my heart. Just take a few deep breaths, and whatever it is I'm looking to receive that day, I will sort of just ask that way. I'll sometimes ask out loud of, what information do I require to fully sell out my offer right now? Maybe that's a question. What information do I require today to serve at my highest level? The more specific the question, the better the answer will be. And it's going to be like, oh my gosh, these cards are speaking to me. And that's what happens every time we use these cards, is because they are infused with energy. And so there's a lot that goes into these cards. And so they speak to your higher self. And in case you didn't know, the reason why they are so accurate all the time, every time you use them, is because it is your higher self that's shuffling the deck and that is drawing the cards out of the deck. It is your higher self. Even if you're pulling it for somebody else, it's your higher self connecting to a higher realm, pulling in. They're insanely accurate, right? Exactly, Diana. Thank you. So you just want to set that intention. So do you guys all have your cards with you? Let me know. If you do, let's do a quick little run around. Yes. Now everyone's talking to me. Thanks. All right. So take your cards and just hold them to your heart, or just wherever you feel comfortable holding them, and ask your question. Or, if you want to just get like a general question, like what information do I require today? General. If you have a specific, you like the idea of a checklist, good or bad? Okay. All right, Stacey, will do. And I'll put it in the Intro to Intuition class if you guys have that class, and I'll talk more about it later if you guys want. Okay, so what information do I require to completely sell out my current offer by middle of September, right? Like that's a really specific question. Or September 15th, that's even more specific. Or to attract 10 new ideal clients by the end of this week, right? Those are very specific questions. So give them a shuffle, and however you want to shuffle. And everyone has been saying, oh, I love that they're so big and they're, different. So they might be challenging to shuffle. There's no right or wrong way. So again, the last rule or last key takeaway is to trust. So trust that however you shuffle is perfect. Okay. And everyone does it a little bit differently. I just kind of like move them around, and I kind of notice like which card does like one of those, like stands upright. I'll try to do this a little bit here. I'll move my camera so you can see me. So if I'm shuffling, and I'm going to pull out, I'm going to just start with one, but I'm going to pull a few for after, because we'll do a few different spreads. Okay. So that one, these ones are stuck together. So I'll save those 3. Okay, so I have my 3 cards, and I have them in front of me. I can tilt this. I have them just right here in front of me. But what I'm going to do is just pull one card. So again, if we want to just get a single message, that's what we're going to start with, just like the book says. So I'm going to start with the first card that I pulled. And the first card is commitment. Step out of indecision. And this is funny. Again, they're humorous. And I say my guides have a sense of humor because truly they're giving me a message that I know, right? Like, I get it. I know. And so there's that part of me that's like, I need to fully commit on a bigger level. It says step out of indecision. And then you can also pull up the book and say, okay, card 27, let's see what this looks like here in the book. Read the definition, see if you want to go a little bit deeper. Another way that you could, so I have the commitment card right here in the book, and it gives me the full definition. I'm not going to waste your time reading it, but I could do that, or I could just sit with it. I also got commitment. Oh, that's so funny, Emily. I got the on fire card. Yes, commitment. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're getting the same card. This is great. There's a reason, right? Also, we're at the same vibration. You're at the same call. We're on the same vibration. The energy is flowing. This is good. So I want you just to sit for a second. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. Just hold the card to your heart or hold it in your hands and just get whatever the message is for you. Like, what is the message, like, even deeper? So I know for me what it means, and I'd love to hear from you. Just type it in. Oh my gosh, look at all the commitment cards. Oh my gosh. So for the second time, that's funny. So just type it in, like, what emotions, what feelings, what thoughts, what sensations, what smells. Like, this is how you open up your intuition. It's not just like, oh, the card. It's also how it's being processed in your physical body and all the different senses that come along with it. What ideas is it giving you? What memories is it triggering? Simplify. Yes, I need to stop overthinking, right? So it can be like the hard and fast, you know, answer that you get, but it can also be more expansive. And again, I'm going to send you guys some short videos that teach you how to really integrate this more into your everyday and how to expand on that, which is you can hold it, you can sit with it, you can journal on it, you can meditate with it. I sometimes will pull a card and just like put it on my desk or put it somewhere I'm going to see it, that it's a reminder. So like if this commitment card has come up a few times for you during the week, it's like your angels are giving you a dope slap. And they're like, you got to listen. It's time to pay attention. You got to do this, right? And so you want to hear it loud and clear, and sometimes seeing it everywhere is good. Sometimes I'll even take a picture of it with my phone and put it as like a screensaver or share it somewhere. Totally what I need to hear. I got balance. I know this means I have to fill my cup before I can meet the goal in front of me. Yeah, approved. Cool. All right, so if you haven't already shuffled again, and actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put all these cards back, because doing another spread, the cool thing is there's 44 cards in this deck. And one way that you can use them every day is just pull one card every single day. Oh my God, my dog. You can just pull one card every single day. You can pull 3 cards every day and just write them in your journal. It's a great way to use a journal. And hopefully if you're watching the replay, you can see I have a journal coming out soon. You can use that one because it actually has a place for cards. So shuffle them up again, and you might even get the same card. Maybe get another, see, here's 1, 2, and 3. They kind of poke themselves out. And another fun thing you can do with the 3-card spread is you can use your hand above them and notice which one card feels like heat on your hand. And like, look, we're just starting. We're just playing. This is just fun. There's no right or wrong. If you don't feel heat, like, you're not broken. It's just new. It's great. Everyone has a different sense. Sometimes you just have a knowing. We just have to tap into that. So I use my card. Sorry, my dog is visiting. So I use my cards and I see which one is giving me the most heat. It's my 3rd card. I'm going to flip that over first. It says responsibility. I'm not a victim. Okay, I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to flip over the other 2, because a 3-card spread, and actually maybe it's helpful. Would it be helpful if you guys saw what I was doing? Probably. It's a little bit challenging with Zoom. Here we go. That's my 3rd card. So here's my first one. It's marketing. The second one is crystal clear. You can be it. So here's the deal, is that it's like 1, 2, and 3. So the first card is almost like the beginning of the story. The second card is like the bridge, how to get there. And the third one is like the final destination, or like your final outcome. And again, this 3rd card was the one that spoke to me the loudest. And if you have 3 cards and there's one that speaks to you the loudest, or multiple cards, I should say, that speaks to you, that's like, again, it's your higher self letting you know this is the key takeaway. This is the key message. This is your key driver. This is like attention over here. I got crystal clear too. It's so funny. Celebration, it feels uplifting. I've taken small steps. I'm going to stay fair so I can, that will be fun. Great. So good. Okay. So, and then how do they all interact? What do they mean together? So it's like telling a story. So if it was the beginning of the story and my card is marketing, get more visible. The beginning of the story really literally is starting with put yourself out there in a different way. And for some of you guys, you're in Mastering Ascension, or you've been in some of my other groups, and you're like, you know that this message, especially right now, has been very strong of being more polarizing in my message. I'm reading myself. I'm not reading for you guys. I'm reading myself. Being more polarizing, really like putting my stake in the ground and saying, look, I'm the only energy healer who also happens to understand business. There's no business coach out there who's got 20 years of experience. And so this marketing one is really saying, like, keep putting it out there, like, let people know, keep letting people know that. Card number 2 is crystal clear. You can be it. So be is the operative word, and it's in capital letters for that reason. Out loud and proud, girlfriend. Thank you. Breakthrough branding and balance. Cool. So be it. So this is really drawing me. The word is be it, like embody that. And it's great and it's fitting because just yesterday I said, I'm going to take next week off as a time to integrate and to play. I know my system really wants that. And last one was responsibility. I'm not a victim. This is also funny because I have felt like, managing kids and my work and family and clients and programs, like there's a lot on my plate. And there are days where I feel like I'm like spinning my wheels. And that's because I am being a victim to my day. And I know that instead of just taking ownership and choosing the day that I would like to unfold. So these are great for me, especially today. You seriously need a personal assistant. I know. And I have an assistant, but I need a personal assistant. That's completely true. But I also need to just not be a victim, right? So that's a simple 3-card spread. Any questions? Let me know. Would anybody like me to help them understand their 3-card spread? I'm going to put these away and we're going to shuffle up again. I'm going to take a sip of water. Should we pull cards every day? Great question. And that's in the video series. My answer is yes. When I first, it depends, like if you want to really unlock your intuition, you really want to get better at these cards, use them every day because different cards, it doesn't matter what this booklet says. You might have a meaning that it gives like a different energy to it. Just like any deck of cards that you use, this definition is great, but what it means to you and how you interpret and how you relay that message to yourself or to clients really matters the most. So the more that you use this, the more you're infusing your own energy into these cards as well and make them like your own. So it's really fun. Yes. So Tracy, I'll hop on with you. Mine was get outside, flow, integration time. Okay, great. So get outside, that's an obvious one, right? And like, let's be honest, the reason why I made these cards as simplistic as they are is for this exact reason. Like you don't have to like do some major interpretation and have to be like super psychic to get the message like a tarot deck. This is for entrepreneurs. These are for like people who are used to being left brain, strategic and tactical and like, just give me the simple stuff. So get outside. Yes, get outside. You're working too much. You're behind the scenes too much. Your soul and your spirit are like alive with ideas and they're feeling this like, oh, this pull to grow and expand. But it's like you're keeping them hostage inside this box. Flow again, because flow comes in. So then I know that because I want to get outside, it's going to allow me to get into the flow state. It's going to allow my ideas to flow and get in and out, feeling energy, letting go of stuff that doesn't serve me. And then integration. Again, it's like your system is ready for this bigger upgrade. Getting out in nature is a big way to let go of stuff and get back into your higher self. It also might signal that you need to have more space for yourself. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't have time. And like, listen, I just told you I was being a victim of my own schedule, right? Like I am not innocent in this, but everyone has a minute every day. Everyone has 5 minutes. Maybe you don't have 5 hours by yourself, but you do have some time. So integrate. So that means play. It means Epsom salt baths. It means, again, outside in nature. It means playing with go out with your girlfriends or your friends, or just something that's just for you. Treat yourself like today's my birthday. It's going to be great. Like do fun things for yourself. So integration time is actually the thing that most entrepreneurs set aside for like, when I have time later after I'm hustling. And the integration is actually where the magic happens, which again, I'm giving myself all next week off to play and to explore and just to have fun, because our brain and our overthinking thoughts are like, oh, I have to work harder. I got to do more and hustle harder. But actually, it's not what attracts people to you. It's that energy that you're putting out. And what better energy that when you're playing and relaxing, having fun. So I hope that was helpful. And I don't have time to read everybody's cards, but that's what yours said, Tracy. Andrea, celebration support, golden arrow. Okay. Does anybody want to chime in and like, I can, if you want, like if you're brave, you want to unmute and like jump in. Balance, visualize, up leveling. Can you help clarify? Yes, I'll do it, Julie. Balance, visualize, up leveling. So balance, and I honestly think balance is BS. It's not that. You have to have like homeostasis with everybody and everything. Literally every time I think I have like the perfect afternoon, one of my kids breaks something or poops somewhere. And it's like, okay, like my guides are laughing at me and it's fun, right? So balance is not like, the card balance is not to say, oh, everything has to be perfect. It means you have to appreciate and show gratitude for what you have and everything you have around you and it's coming through you. Not just here and now, but what you're creating in the future. That's what balance card really means. And again, you can look at the definition or whatever I wrote in this book, but again, see how it means, like what it means for you. Visualize. So again, you need to first see it in your mind before you can actualize it, before you can manifest. And like I said about myself, I help entrepreneurs remove the blocks so they can actually manifest their dreams. So removing the block. So it's like, you got to get the visualizing part. It's like, you have to give yourself permission to like think big, dream big. And as entrepreneurs, our job is to create things out of thin air that don't exist. That's the nature of being an entrepreneur. And that's what you're here to do. So up leveling, which means is if you can start to visualize it, it will start manifesting in your reality. It's like you're ready to grow, but it's like you're too afraid to really give it like a good time thinking about it, or journaling, or pulling cards every day with the intention for like a week. Like, what do I need to do? How do I show up better? All that good stuff. Gratitude is the key to the golden arrow. Finding the golden arrow is everything. Yeah, exactly. This is so accurate. Yes, fear. See, Julie? I'm a psychic and you can be too. Okay. So this is part, I'm going to change the view so I can see more people's, oh, everyone's like off camera. That's okay. I'll do that. I'll come off of mute for reading if you're offering. Sure. Let's do a 5-card reading. Okay. Cause we just did a couple 3-card, well, mine and then the 2 other 3-card readings. Let's go look at 5 cards. So if you guys look in the book, and I'll see if I can open up the right page. I could look in the table of contents. I could do that, but you know, it's more fun to just hold the cards. Here we go. So there's the 5 cards this way, and then there's the compass. A lot of people have been playing with the compass. They're like going full blast, like, let's do the compass. It's great. So let's do 5. Because I haven't showered. That's so funny. Go, Julie, you got this. That's so funny. All right, so come off of mute. Let's see, where's Wendy? I've got pages of you guys, like 30 people on here. I have to tell you, when you told me I was getting ready to have a huge release, you were right. It was huge and so amazing. Oh, I'm so glad. Wendy, unmute. Oh, I unmuted you. Are you there?
Hi. Yes. Hi, Emily.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I need to make sure my preferences. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me?
Output. Okay. Can you talk again?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can everybody else hear her? Because I can't.
Oh, shoot.
Yes. Okay. It's just me.
Oh, my.
Sure. All right. Let me change my sound preferences. It's so funny. Output is my microphone. Input built in. Can you talk again?
Hi, Emily.
I'll try that again.
Oh,
hello?
Christina, thank you.
She does have a lovely voice. Hold on. I got to unplug this. It did funny things yesterday. Are you there?
I am.
I'm sorry. My microphone has changed. Like, this is... Oh, here we go. Sing us a song.
Sing us a song. Oh my. I don't know if you.
Well, I'm gonna mic because maybe that's the problem. Sorry. Resume video. Okay, so Wendy, I'm still gonna pull cards for you, even though I can't hear you because my computer's being funny. Like I said, I had some issues when I just first started. It was so funny, like I had to restart it. Just not meant to be. Thank you for trying. You're welcome. I'm still gonna pull you cards, Wendy. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. So let's do it. And it's good to see you here too. All right, so I'm gonna pull 5 for you. So why don't you think of a specific question that you would like to ask me, and then type it in. And as you're doing that, I'm just gonna pull up your energy and I'm gonna do that. So as you guys pull up energy for other people, it's kind of like I'm seeing her name, seeing Wendy Collier, and I'm connecting my guides with Wendy's guides. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. It's pretty simplistic, like, hey, you guys talk to you guys. Okay, go. That's it. It's pretty simple. All right. I'm going to pull you 5 cards. So this one definitely wants to come out. This one. And I'm asking for 2 more. Okay. See, I don't even have to know Wendy's question to pull cards because the energy is already coming through her to me. So my question is whether to do a live public event for my community. Great. Okay, so Wendy, and this is me, just, you guys are like a fly on the wall, me when you're having a private reading. So if you had to pick one card right now, Wendy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which, and I say this for a reason, go ahead and pick, because it allows my client to come into the reading with me as these cards are face down. And let me move my screen so I can, you guys can see the cards. Let's see, you can mute yourself, lots of wind noise. Oh, let me manage the participants. Mute all. Okay, everyone's muted now, I think, I hope. All right, so Wendy, I think we need to mute all of ourselves because there is noise. Okay, I think everyone is muted now. Wendy, are you there? Go ahead and pick a number, 1, 2, 3, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. There's no wrong number. Okay, 2. See, there's always a little resistance. People are like, I don't want to pick the wrong one. Don't worry, there's no such thing. All 5 of them are for you. That's the good news. So 2. And so I'm going to show you guys how see again, I'm going to pull this down. Okay, so my hand, I'm just going over them like this. And I'm actually more drawn to this one. You're drawn to 2. Okay. So 2, do you see this? It says approved. Ha ha. Like I said, angels, they have a sense of humor, right? We just have to get out of our heads, okay? So your question was, should I do a live public event for my community? I don't know any clear answer, so I almost want to throw these on the ground and say, look, you got your answer, sister. What? Yes. You can't do this enough fast. All right. Okay. So again, my angels and higher guides, your angels and higher guides are in cahoots. And they're like, give her it. And you're like, I'm ready for it. Okay. So you got approved. Let's go through the rest of it. Number 1 is visualize, see it, be it. So instead of this wishy-washy, like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. What if they judge me? What if it's terrible? What if I don't get it? Like, no, screw that. Visualize it being done. Visualize the finished, like how many people's lives are impacted by your work and what it means for the community and what it means for your work and the connections and all the things beyond just you, okay? Okay, you got approved. Again, this is like a bridge, so beginning and then what's the next step and the next step and the next step, like Hansel and Gretel, just leaving little breadcrumbs. These are your little breadcrumbs, so approved. The next one is simplify. How can this be easy and fun? Okay? When you're making things too complicated, it gets you out of your visualization. It gets you out of your higher self. It gets you into your worries, your fears, your doubts, and that is not the place of creation. And your energy is always being echoed back to you. So the universe isn't testing you to see how tough you are. It's reflecting you. So if you're wishy-washy, so will the universe. Like maybe you book a place and then they change their mind. Like, I don't know. The next one, and this is my pick, it says up leveling. Breathe deeply into your expansion. Breathe deeply into your expansion. Now, again, we're taking from the beginning, we're taking our own judgments of if we're great, we're not great out of it. A lot of times when I'm with clients, I will pick the same card that they pick, but just because I didn't pick the same card as them doesn't mean anything. It's just that I was most drawn to giving her this message and she was most drawn to receiving this message. Haha. Okay, the last one is soulmate client. Your dream clients are in your heart. And so what this means is that by doing this event, you are calling in that next level of soulmate client. Not just the people who you already know and work with, but this is like the people who you might not already know, the people who are like waiting for you to put this out there. What if you knew, and I'm about, like, as I'm saying this, I'm getting a full body chill. What if you knew that there was all these women out there, or people, all these people out there who have been just like, oh my gosh, I really wish that there was some sort of like live event or something that I could attend with people who are inspiring and, you know, really just get it. But there's just nothing out there. Your event is connecting them to that deep desire, and it's saying they're in your heart. So again, this is reflecting back. So I'm going to show you my cards again. So the way that I look at 3 cards, if it's 3 cards or if it's 5 cards, the first one and the last one, they speak to each other. So if you can visualize it, your soulmate clients are there. So it's like your cards are like, if you build it, they will come, right? This is it. If you build it, they will come. And so you have got to understand it's already done, and just taking notes. You're so cute. It's happened. It's already done. They've had the big transformation. You have moved to that next level. This is something that also what your guides are telling me is like, you've been holding on to this for a very long time, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, come on, let's do this. Okay. The thing is, and they're making me think back to my podcast. So they're making me think, you know, before I put it out there, I was doubting, oh, well, I don't have enough of an audience, and I don't have enough content, and I don't have enough whatever. But the podcast is the way to build the audience. The event is the way to build the audience. Do I have enough content? I have content recorded for 3 months already in advance. Like, I'm having to reschedule people because they have so much content already done, and you have it in you too. This is your guidance of saying like, yeah, just like unleash it. Let's do it. Okay. So that's your 3 card reading. So, you know, you can read people. I mean, that was pretty fast too. You're welcome. I wish I could talk to you. I wish I could hear you, because everybody else in the room can't. Just not meant to be. That's all right. And again, there's that level of trust of like, you know, I wish I could hear you, but I trust that like it's all working out perfectly. So you're welcome. So you can make a reading with somebody as fast as that, or you can stay with the energy of each card and really sit with each one of like, what does it mean to you? What feelings is it drawing up? You can pull out the book and read it. Sometimes I will pull out my book and actually read, you know, what this means. So you, what was it? Approved that you picked 26. So because this was your primary like lead card for your message, I'm going to read it to you maybe. If you're seeking someone to validate your work or effort, here it is. We see you and we love you. Your angels want to send you this message. You are enough. Nothing added to you would make you greater. Nothing taken away would make you any less. You are pure, free forever. And this is my chant, my Sanskrit chant, Amaram Hum Madhu Ram Hum. It's easy to get worried about what others think, but that's none of your business. Please see this as a sign that whatever has been keeping you up at night is going to go perfectly if you let it. Boom, mic drop. Okay, so there's multiple ways that you can get even deeper with your message and really allow it to percolate. And then you can maybe have a conversation. So, okay, now in tears, thank you. And there's the other side note of working with me and channeling this message, and people working with you guys too, is that you get these messages and you begin to open up that channel for divine information to come in through them. And if you're doing this regularly, every single day, using the cards, using them for yourself, using them for your clients, you will bring people to tears, because it's the first time that their higher self is being witnessed and seen outside of just themselves. I cannot tell you how impactful that is for clients who I say, oh, I'm seeing this medicine woman. And they're like, I've never said those words out loud. And that's how I see myself as my highest self. And you literally just said that. And it brings them into tears. So it's like, it's this elevated experience where my highest self, your highest self, we all see each other and there's like miracles happening. It's amazing. I just think we're getting a little feedback from Janet. Sorry, Janet, I'm gonna mute you. Okay. I muted everybody. Stop unmuting yourselves. Is everybody muted? Good. So powerful. I love you. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. So let's roll the dice again. Who wants to go next? I'm going to do the compass spread. So this is really a fun one to do because it's like, oh, I'm doing like a cool spread. It makes you feel kind of fun. So let's do it. It says card 1 is the past, card 2 is the present, 3 is the future, 4 is your next steps, and 5 is how to make it happen. All right, Christina, you are up. So ask a question. And I'm, again, so between clients, so here's, again, I should tell you, between clients, that clear bubble of energy or that white bubble, I'm clearing the cards from Wendy's energy and releasing it out. This is my clear bubble coming in. And again, it's my intention. I'm using my intention and my heart space to open up that space. I'm also like saying sayonara with my guidance and saying, okay, thank you, Wendy's guidance. Thank you, my guidance. I'm doing that energetically, but I do it so fast that I had to stop myself to tell you what I'm doing also. So it's like saying, thank you, I'll see you later. And then clearing all the energy from the room, from yourself, from the cards, okay? Love seeing you use them with clients. I'll use them with mine. Yes, use them with your clients. Give them to your clients, right? That was a mistake. Would you please read me? Yes, yes. Everyone's like, read me, read me. All right, so, and for the people who are on the replay, I'm sorry, I can't read all of you. And even on the live, I can't read all of you, but I will do my best. So I'm gonna do the compass for Christina. And if you, did you already put your question? Put your question in. If you could, please. And so I'm going to show you guys sort of how I set it up. Here we go. Card 1, 2, 3. See how they kind of are like out a little bit? 4. Which one do you want? And sometimes I'm like, I don't know which one you want. I'm going to shuffle up again and make it really obvious to me, please. This one. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Christina, which number would you say you're most drawn towards? How do I meet my highest self to get crystal clear on my next offer? The bottom one. This one? The bottom one? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. 3 is trust your gut. Ha 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 ha. Your body knows the truth. So I always laugh. You guys will notice that. And maybe it's annoying for some people, but this is just how I am. This is me, and you guys will bring your own energy into your readings as well. So 1 is the past. So the past is up here. Inspiration, it's your purpose to shine your light. So I know you, Christina, so I know what you do, and you're a pastor, and things have changed in a lot of ways for you. But inspiration, it's your purpose to shine your light. You know this. Somebody still unmuted themselves again? How? How is it possible? Is there a way that I can lock it so people don't unmute themselves? More. Allow participants to unmute yourself. No, you cannot. Mute all. You're all. There we go. All right. So inspiration, it's your purpose to shine your light. So this is your past. Your present is flow. Let go of control. We've got the future, which is trust your gut. 4 is your next steps. Simplify. How can this be easy and fun? Now, did you notice this is a repeated card? So we just had this card. So if you're doing group readings and you keep seeing repeated cards, this is, again, it's like an angel like on a megaphone, like, please pay attention, make things easy and fun. My laptop is doing weird things. That's okay. It's all right. She wants to be heard. Okay. Last one, number 5, is how to make it happen. Responsibility. I am not a victim. So the question is, how do I meet my highest self to get crystal clear on my next offer? So what this is telling me, and in the most simplistic terms, is it's like, make a decision. Make a decision. Well, we need is freaking, yeah, exactly. We all need to freaking simplify. You just need to make a decision. So you are most drawn to 3, which is your future, trust your gut. So what it feels like to me from these cards is you're waffling. You're waffling. And like, you're changing lanes and like, here it is. No, here it is. No, here it is. No, here it is. And there's a difference between having a broad idea of what you want to do and how you want to serve, and like not really knowing your niche, to then narrowing it down and getting your message and paring it down and paring it. Like what I'm seeing is like this lane, now it's this lane, now it's this lane. But in my mind, so I'm more clairvoyant. So I get my messages primarily in how I see things. And then I'll hear things, like I'll hear words and sounds and cues. Sometimes I'll smell, sometimes I'll feel in my body. Okay, I'm waffling between a membership and a course and coaching. Yeah, okay. So the thing, and here's the coach in me coming out, which is, you know, you must first master the one-to-one. If you cannot master the one-to-one, you can't multiply that. You can't, because, and a membership is like a dreamy sounding offer, but memberships are also, you know, you're providing a lot of content for a lot of people in a lot of ways. There's attrition, there's all these moving parts, and you cannot just open up a membership and say people are going to come. You have to hone in on your messaging and a transformation, and you can't do that if you're waffling. It's like you're not taking responsibility for staying the course and trusting your gut. So one-to-one, mastering your one-to-one. And once you get those one-to-ones and you keep saying, all right, this is working, this, then maybe make it like a group program, maybe expand it into something bigger. Maybe it's like only 6 weeks, but then you're testing to see, how does 6 weeks feel with the group? Maybe it can expand longer. So instead of saying like, I'm going to choose this, and now I'm going to choose this, and maybe it's going to be this, you've got to do what you're most called to do. You also said how to trust yourself, how to get crystal clear on my next offer. So your higher self. So I'm actually, what I want to do is I want to put these all back and I want to pull you one card. This is another way to get like a crystal clear answers. Like, what's the one thing I need to do in order to make a decision on what direction to take? This one just jumped out. Manifestation. You're a manifesting machine. So again, you're in changing lanes mode. Your energy is changing lanes mode. And that's what you're getting. Changing lanes, people don't know how to find you. You're like, I'm over here. And then people go, oh, what's over that? And you go, no, I'm over here. And they go, oh, what's over that? So you got to quit that and commit to one place, one message, one transformation. Like I said at the beginning, like I keep saying, is that I help entrepreneurs unlock their intuition so that they can actually manifest their dreams. I do that in a number of ways. But that's my core message. That's what I do. I'm ready to stop changing lanes because you're getting whiplash. All right, great. So sometimes these messages are so powerful, like with Wendy, that like they bring you to tears because you have validation. It's like this inner knowing that like it gets validated by somebody outside. And sometimes it's like a spirit dope slap, like for Christina here. It's like you need to shake them up a little bit. Okay, and there's a little bit of overthinking happening. So let's do one more. I'm going to go back. Stacy was next, I think. Let's go to Stacy. I actually feel really relieved. Oh, good. That's great. And that's what I want for you. I definitely want that for you. Do you guys want to see 1 card, 3 card, or 5 card, or the compass? Anybody? Put it in right here so I can repeat what you guys want. Again, this is for you. I want to help you learn how to use your intuition, and specifically to really open up those tools for your business. What do I need to do to make 50K by the end of this year? Oh, I love that. That's such a great specific question. What do you guys want? 3 cards or 5 cards? Or Stacy, what would you like? 3 cards or 5 cards? And I normally would not ask my clients, like, what did they want? I allow myself to just shuffle, and guidance will say, pull 3 cards, pull 2 cards, pull 5 cards, 6 cards. Sometimes I'll pull like weird numbers. There's no wrong way to do this. But at the end of the day, what is number 3? Trust. There's like, don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Just like trust. Okay. Thank you so much again for showing us how to use these with clients. I wasn't sure what that would look like. Yeah. And I mean, if you guys are coaches or you're on Facebook Lives or you're at events or whatever, there's so many ways that you can use these with clients. And actually I put that in my My emails, the frequently asked questions. Okay, so here we go, Stacy. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one would you like to go with? And I'm seeing that we're coming up on the hour, so I know I wanted this to be interactive, but I also want to make sure that people have the space to practice. 4, okay. And I'm going to do this again with my hand. 3 and 5 are really speaking to me. All right, so my body just sent me like a little burp. My body sends me a burp to say there's an energetic release happening for your client. So your body might receive things before you even flip the cards over. 3 and 5, yeah, those are the 2 that I'm drawn to. So there's already information coming through as I connect with Stacy. So again, I've cleared off the cards from Christina. I've cleared myself. I've cleared guidance with Christina, and I'm opening up to connecting with Stacy's. So sometimes it helps too when you're shuffling, saying the person's name. If they're in person with you, obviously they shuffle. I don't know if it's obvious, but they shuffle. Okay. Actually, let's give you your card first. Power. Power. You are the expert. You are the expert. All right. Card number 1 is planned it out. It's time to get more serious. Time to get, I had no idea they shuffle. Oh, cool. I'm so glad that I said that then. Amazing. Card number 2, commitment. This card has shown up a few times today. Card number 3, wealth. This is the one I picked. You picked power, and then be the magnet. Harness the power within you. Okay, so I'm going to show you what they mean. And here's kind of how I do it also, is like I see the card individually and I just start to open up to whatever thoughts, senses, whatever is coming up in my mind. And then I'll go back and I'll kind of reevaluate and like relook at it and like, what does this mean to me? And the best way to get better at doing this is to practice more often, okay? Did you say to let them shuffle? Yeah, if you're in person with somebody, let them shuffle. Because what I like to do is I'll say, here's my cards, I'll hand them over and say, here, why don't you put your own energy on the cards, make these your cards, and let them tell you whatever they want to tell you today. Just something simple like that. And then they're like, ooh, and they'll go, and then they'll go, I'm doing this wrong. And let them know they're not shuffling them wrong. And then let them pull the cards and say, just pull any cards, put them face down in order. Did you say let them shuffle? Do you also let them pick the cards and the cards? I don't know what you mean by that. All right, so I'm gonna put this down so you guys can see the cards as I'm looking at them. Plan it out. So you're asking about how to have a 50K, but to make 50K by the end of this year. So you need to plan it out. Like this is all about, okay, break it down. This is the end of August, 1st of September is coming tomorrow. So, okay, for the next 3 months, September, October, November, so yeah, 3 months, sorry, I had to count. The next 3 months, $50,000, maybe divided by those 3 months. Maybe what is my daily rate? What do I currently sell at that rate? So, sorry, I have to see you guys. Break it down, like really, what's the math? The left brain math part of it. What do I need to sell by when for this to move? Either I did it, yes, or I didn't do it, no, okay? This is your guidance of like, you need to step into this and start doing different things for yourself right this minute. Not like one day when I made $50,000 that day, all we have is right now in this, when you tap into, yeah, 50K, yes, exactly, she's cheering her on. So when you tap into the universal field, the energetic universal field, the energy is already done. It's already created. It's already made manifest. The fact that you had the idea means it's already done. Now you need to get out of the way so that it can just happen for you. I know that sounds really simplistic, but hear me out. All we have is right now. Who we are being right now, what we are doing right now allows us to have what we want to have. So the type of person that has 50K by the end of the year has a plan, right? It's not just like, I hope I have it, right? You need to ground that, okay? That's where the commitment card comes in. Step out of indecision, like, can I do it? Can I not do it? Of course you can do it. Want to do it in a day? How does that feel? How much wealth can you tolerate right now? Why does it have to take until the end of the year? Like, can we play with that a little bit? Like, play with that a little bit, okay? Wealth, you're surrounded by abundance. So like I said, it's already done. Act as if it's done. Act as if you're just like, all right, you know, I've climbed the mountain. Let me just look back down. Well, what way did I get here? All right, let's put this together. Wealth is all around you. It's everywhere. It's in everything, because money is energy, and energy is everything. It's everywhere. So your wealth is like, it's right in the center of the cards as well. And so it's like, your question was about wealth and the card is about wealth. So it's like, it's mirroring back to you. It's reflecting back to you. Like, it's all done. You got it. Power. This is your card that you chose. You chose power. So it says you're the expert. If there's a part of you that has been waffling and not really committed to being polarizing in your messaging, not really telling people who you are, what you do, how they work with you, like you're not putting offers out there, you're kind of hiding and you're like, I'm waiting for someone to tell me I'm good enough. No, you are good enough. You are the expert. And like, you've got to step into that at this very present moment. Am I making myself clear? Okay, next one. And the guidance are like, pause and just let her hear that. So I'm getting like, I have a lot of expertise. Should I do more speaking? Sure. If you're called to do more speaking, right? Let your energy start to go, okay, if I'm fully my power, fully like, I've already made $50,000. How is it best that I get out of the way? Or how is it best that I attract that, like, not attract, but if I'm a magnet, because the last one is be the magnet, harness the power within you. So if I already have $50,000, what do I need to do? What do I need to stop doing? Is there anything I need to change? If speaking is calling to you and you're like, wow, it's getting out there and be speaking, like that's a really great idea. Is that coming from like idea, like my head is telling me to do this? Or is it like, I am compelled in my heart? I know that. Check out speakermatch.com if speaking is calling to you. Thanks. So here it is. And I'm happy you're here, Stacy. Can I find you over here? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Speaking is calling to you. You're welcome. So you said power, right? So it's like step into your power, own that you are the expert for sure. The wealth is all around you. It's within you. It's everywhere. It's all there. Okay. How much can you tolerate? That's the biggest question. How much can you tolerate? How much can Miss Stacy tolerate? Okay. And you can go into that too, tapping into your tolerance. How much can I tolerate? Can I tolerate and start acting abundant, being abundant? Abundant actions breed abundance, right? Love that. How much can you tolerate? Oh, such a good question. Thank you so much. So I know a lot of you guys had said you're really looking to do more of this intuitive work. Did this help you? Was this helpful for you to learn how to use the cards, to understand how to use them with clients, to understand how to use them with yourself? Does it break down this, like the different spreads better? Do you understand like the context behind this? Is there any like questions that I haven't answered yet? Because again, you'll get emails that will give you some of the frequently asked questions. Super helpful and fun. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's what I wanted it to be. So some of the questions that you'll get in the email are going to be, you know, how often to use them, what to say or think when you're using them, how to clear them between, how do I set an intention or how do I use it with an intention? Can I use crystals with them? We didn't get into the crystals conversation. That's in other stuff that I do. And then journaling with them. So we've talked a little bit about some areas, and then you'll get some more as well through email. Thank you. Provide lots of ideas how to use my deck. Just need to use them every day. Yes, exactly. So I know that you guys are ready for that next step. If you're ready for the next step, usually what people start to do is go, oh, I want to open up more. My intro to intuition class is the best place to go because you do it at your own pace. It's always available. You can find it on my website, emilyaarons.com/classes. I'll put it in the comments box here for those who are live. That's honestly, it's the most natural next step for you. If you are saying, look, I can do it on my own. I've been doing it on my own, but there's a level of support that's needed. And obviously being on this call, being able to ask me questions, interpret things, be able to connect with others. And as you saw, like all the support in this space, it's like There's nothing like having a community that can do the same work as you at the same time and open up these gifts in a whole deeper way. And that's what we do. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Mastering Ascension is that space. That's where I hang out the most. That's where we do this work. That's where we can connect with each other. If you're really wanting to harness your intuition, so that you can get out of your head, you can trust these messages better. You don't have to keep second guessing yourself. That's what I do in the membership. Right now we are closed, but I will send you guys a link that if you want to get into the membership, Intro to Intuition is actually half off for every single Mastery and Ascension member, because I know that they're dedicated to doing this work as well. Do we ever need to charge the cards in any way? You don't need to charge them. I would just say to clear them. I would just say clear them because they're already charged. If you feel like they're dull, play with them some more, for sure. And I'll get you guys, I don't have the link. Yes, exactly. So for the people who are interested in going to the next step, taking Intro to Intuition, you can take it anytime, starting right now. The people who are in the membership, Mastery and Ascension, those members get half off. So tomorrow, which is the first of the month at the time of this recording, that's when I do my channeled guidance. So all the members get to benefit from the live interaction, meditation, and really open up their intuition in a whole different level, and actually tapping into that unified field, into that quantum field where everything is possible, that we've been pulling the cards from, that we've been connecting to in little bits and pieces. But actually I'm holding the space. And as you tap into that space as well, then you can start to feel more of that momentum and be able to make manifest the things that you desire. Check out Intro. Thank you. Yeah. And Intuition Week is coming late September. Yes, it is. So for anybody who wants to do another like fun week together with Open Your Intuition, we have it coming out at the end of September. And depending on when you watch this recording, we'll probably be doing them periodically, like twice a year. So just, if it's a wait list, you can get on the wait list for the next round as well. You're welcome, Wendy. It's my pleasure for showing up. This is my greatest pleasure. I love to be on live with you guys. That's why I deliver live content in my membership. I love to connect with you guys. I love helping you open up your intuition, and really letting you guys know how easy it can be. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know we went over a little bit because of all the readings that I did. I wasn't actually planning on doing readings, but I just go with the energy. So it is what it is. And if this was helpful for you, please let me know. You can, share it in the Life Made Simple group. You can post it on my page and leave a review. You can send me an email, whatever, post on Instagram, whatever you'd like to do. It's so great to know that you guys are here and doing this work. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful for you for doing this work. And thank you for being part of this tribe. Having these cards means that we are all so connected. So thank you guys for being here, and the replay will be available for you shortly. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.